All right, welcome back to Shaving with Fuzzy. I'm Fuzzy. Hi, y'all. On a Tuesday morning. Well, at 10 o'clock, got to be at work for noon. We're in good shape today. Not having to rush too much, and everything's in pretty good shape. Got some of the good old clubman that we're going to use, and a good looking E3. I was going to look and see. Is this my. No, it's not my Canadian one. This is a made in the U.S., but it's a nice looking E3. And as usual, I ain't so 100% sure about the blade. I don't remember the last time I used the thing, so yeah, maybe not on the blade. We'll find out. So it's Tuesday, and as one of my favorite folks in the world reminded me, it's Tabac Tuesday. So I don't know if we've done a Tabac Tuesday in a while. We're gonna do it today. Everything cleaned up a little bit here. I got me a little bit of a nap last night, and we'll go in about noon today. Put another shift in. Oh boy! Excuse me while I clean out the corner of the eyes here. Oh, it feels so good in the morning with a nice warm rag. I'm not one of those afflicted with the cold water shaving gene. I know there's some people are. Matter of fact, there's people I like that are. Tabac. So we decided that we were using the soap today. I've also got the cream and the shave stick. But, all right, I'm playing along. I've got a smog brush here, the 207. Great brush. And at one time, when I got it, it was discontinued, and I had thought about just, leaving it in the box and all that kind of good stuff. But there's a lot of things that are made to be used. I mean, it makes no sense to not use it. You can still buy a new smog brush. Maybe it won't be exactly this style, but it'll be just as good a brush. So, use it. Brushes last a long time. I've still got a VDH that I've used for years and years and years in rotation. Somewhere. There's stuff that I still ain't dug up and found. Just too small a place for all the stuff I have. But it didn't take me but a little bit of a search this morning to find my soap here. I knew I had it. But anyway, so we're going to load us up some soap on the brush. It's Tabac. It's not like it's going to be hard to load. And then we've got a, day and a half growth there, something like that. Not a full 2 days yet, but that's okay too. Definitely is. Well, I was talking to one of my co-workers the other day, and they had a son that had been stationed in Alaska, up in Anchorage. And I went to Anchorage one time. My mom wanted somebody to play bingo with. It's a true story. Flew me to Anchorage, Alaska from Tucson, Arizona to play bingo with her. We put some miles on a rented car. Dad was offshore fishing, and she had a week to spend. So I took some vacation time, and they flew me up. The company my dad worked for was an airline up there, so it wasn't like they paid full price for the ticket or anything, but she probably still would have. But anyway, it went up, so I was thinking about my Anchorage trip. We were talking the other day. It was a lot of fun. I got to see, they got a jade factory up north. You go up Turning an Arm, up north of Anchorage there. Well, okay. That blade ain't going to do it, and I don't have, no, I don't think I have any injector blades out over here. All right, so we're going to switch gears a little bit. Happens sometimes. Where is my M? All righty. The adjustable M, and remember on an M you got this little thing on the bottom that you click down and then it closes. This is not just for cleaning, because if you try to shave with it up, it's not going to. There's no blade gap at all. So yeah, that's a good one. Love my M anyway. So anyway, there's a jade factory, and we went in and they had this great big slab of jade. Jade's just a rock. And they got this thing looked like an automatic crosscut saw sitting there going. It had water dribbling on it to keep it cool and all. And they were cutting down these big slabs of jade. And I've still got a little set of jade dice that I bought. I was a mediocre craps dealer back in the 90s. I've always liked dice. And so I got me a little set of jade dice. That was a lot of fun. If any of you are aviation people, you'll know what a DC-3 is. So ERA Airlines up there had a pair of DC-3s that they were using for flight scene flights. That's the company Dad was working for. And he was in the helicopter division. But anyway, he arranged for Mom and I to get a flight on a DC-3. Which again, if you're in the aviation, you'll understand how much fun that was. That's one of the airplanes I'd always wanted to fly on. Still one of my favorites. Now I got to fly on a DC-3. Now if I could get a ride on a Twin Beach, I'd have completed my list of the really big things I wanted to ride on. All right. But it was a fun trip. I was thinking about that because they have what they call an ulu knife up there. And it's kind of a half moon shaped knife. And I had bought one that was more of a decorative piece. I don't know if I've ever tried to sharpen it and use it for anything. It's sitting on top of my gun cabinet, and I had noticed it earlier. I got thinking about my Alaska trip. Might be the only time I ever make it up there, but we had a good time. There wasn't a lot of snow. It didn't get all the way dark, as I recall, but it got really dusky dark. It wasn't like it was light all the time. It didn't get all the way dark. Got to eat reindeer sausage, which reindeer and caribou I found out. I didn't realize, may have been that trip that I found out that reindeer and caribou are the same thing. That's the one big thing left on my I want to hunt list. I don't care to go to Africa and hunt, big game over there, although I wouldn't turn down a trip if someone gave me one. But I'd really like to go to Canada or Alaska and hunt caribou one time. I like the sausage we had. I ate it in a couple of different places. They had a lot of halibut up there in the different places. That was the fish they mostly fried in their restaurants and stuff, was halibut. Good eating flatfish. I like flounder. That's a flatfish. One of my favorites. Every year for my birthday, back when we used to go to the Texas Valley for the cotton harvest every year, just about every year for my birthday, I'd have a whole fried flounder. My birthday's in June, first part of June, and we were always, that's when they're doing their cotton harvest. And then we would finish up that cotton harvest and then go back home and harvest cotton there because that's when our cotton came in. But anyway, I would get a whole fried flounder. Love me some fried flounder. Now I live, a couple hours drive from down to where I could go catch it, and I've never even been down to try to catch any. As long as I've lived down here, I've never gone. They tell me I can go down around Grand Isle, down there, and catch fresh flounder. One day maybe. All right, well here goes our cleanup pass. A nice typical Shick shave with the M here. I've got some more blades. I'll have to, I'll use that E3 here for long. That is one of the things that's it's not a drawback, but it's kind of different with a Shick, is that you can't just move the blades around from one to the other like you do a two-sided thingy or one of the gym razors or something like that. I can take the same blade and get a bunch of shaves out of it in different razors, except for injector razors. Now, the other side of that is with the injector razors, the blades last a really long time. So there is that also. But anyway, hold that thought just a second. Be right back. Anyway, this is my ulu knife. I guess I'm pronouncing that right. That's how I remember it. That it was more of a decorative piece. Like I said, I don't even know if I've ever tried cutting anything with it. The blade is not sharp. but it had a little stand, or has a little stand that it sits in, and it's a little knife. I've seen video where people were using these to cut herbs and stuff up, and onions and things of that nature. It looked like it worked really well, and one of these days I might actually even try that. I might just sharpen it up. Heck, I can sharpen a knife. Pretty good at it, I think. All right. Oh, that's good. Good old clubman in the morning on a Tuesday, following up the Tabac. Now remember, the Tabac is a love it or hate it. It's just a big old bucket of German goodness to me. I love the smell. It is not a tobacco leaf smell. Maybe it's a tobacco flower. I don't know. I worked a couple of winters in North Carolina one time where they grow tobacco a lot. But when I was there in the wintertime, there wasn't any flowers to go smell to see if it smelled like a, tobacco flower. But it doesn't smell like a tobacco leaf. I do, smoke cigars, so it doesn't smell like that. Alrighty, well that's going to do for today. Got our Tabac Tuesday shave in. I'm going to find me a little something to snack on for breakfast. Jump in the shower, and then it'll be getting close on time to start motivating for the plant. Go see what's going on today. Probably the same thing that was going on yesterday and the day before that, which is hopefully very routine stuff and nothing exciting. Don't want nothing exciting around the chemical plant, as some of you people who work plants can contest to. All right, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, watch out for those crazy people driving. Hell, they give them driver's license every day. Check IDs, not IQs. I'm telling you. Whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, happy shades to you.